We start this afternoon with KCRA 3 weather. All the snow causing big challenges in the Sierra. All major routes into and out of Tahoe are still closed at this hour. That includes I-80 and Highway 50.
Crews aren't just having trouble keeping up with the snow as they're working to clear the roads. There's also this problem. The CHP sent us this video. Officers say hundreds of trees have now fallen on the road. Those who are in Tahoe are pretty much stranded right now. As you can imagine, there are a lot of tourists there who are planning to be home by now after spending their Christmas in the mountains. But
there's no real way out or into the basin that's safe right now, and people are being told simply to stay put. That is the sound of people digging out in South Lake Tahoe. They sure have their work cut out for them. Just take a look at how much snow has fallen. You can see there's still more coming down there. A lot of work ahead for homeowners, and the snow piled up on cars and roofs, driveways completely covered. But the struggle does not end there. Tens of thousands of people are also without power right now, and we know it's cold in the foothills and the mountains. It's only going to get colder tonight.
PG&E has crews out, but because the roads aren't cleared, it's really tough for them to get where they need to go to get the electricity back on. Because of the snow and its ongoing impacts, today is a KCRA 3 weather alert day.
We have live team coverage for you. Right now we want to start with Jason Marks. He is live right now in Placerville. What are the conditions like out there?
Well, you heard Mark talk about that we're still seeing snow in the area. Here in Placerville, it really has been fluctuating all day long between slush and then snow, and then take a look now here down Main Street, and you can see we're back to snow, and it's been like that for the last 10 minutes, coming down at a pretty good clip. I can tell you here in this area, especially in downtown Placerville, we have not seen any power all day long. We started to drive up 50 from Sacramento, came here. This is the first spot we actually saw snow on the ground, and then we continue to drive east up Highway 50, and I can tell you as we drove further up the elevation, things got worse. We saw the road was closed. Many people on both sides of 50 were stopping, putting on their chains, and then when we got to Pollock's Point, that's when we noticed that that Caltrans had the road shut down. They got it as far as Pollock's Point, and then we drove off. We got off of Pollock's Point exit, and you can really see how much snow they got there. Now, we spoke with one driver who was on the side of 50 trying.
You know, it's more the same. Real hard snowstorm, one after another. Accumulations get high. Ends up to be a lot of work. But, you know, it's a nice problem to have. It's good to have the water, and it's good to have the snow.
So there's no word yet when Highway 50 will be back open, and basically when they will have the power back on. We're told that our crew did see a number of crews driving around the area. So on our news at 5, they will be back up at Pollock Pines taking a look at residents digging out. So we hope to check back in with Jason Marks, but lost his shot there. That does happen during this kind of weather.
Right, and you know that they're up there working hard too. Cold conditions out there right now. We want to head over to Mark because we know that folks are dealing with a lot up in the high country.
Yeah, and we saw the heaviest snow last night and this morning, but it is still snowing in the Sierra, and it's been one of those funny things. The valley has actually broken out into sunshine from time to time throughout the day today, but it is still snowed in the Sierra throughout the day. Even had a thunderstorm pop up in Sacramento County, brought some small hail and a couple of lightning strikes toward the Rancho Murieta area, dissipating as it went through Plymouth and Ione. But as that pushes up the hill, yeah, it turns into snow. Right now, that rain snow line is up around 2,500 feet. It varies throughout the foothills. Some areas it's down as low as 2,000. But this snow that's still falling, it's not falling at the same rate that we saw earlier, but it is still causing a big impact on 88, 4, 108. And as you saw on Highway 50, still closed here due to the snow. And we talk about the major highways. Think about all the other roads, let's say in Amador, El Dorado, Placer County, the secondary roads like Shaker Ridge Road, Pleasant Valley Road, things like that. Also snowpacked, heavily impacted throughout a number of neighborhoods. That's how it looks on Interstate 80. The snow, again, not falling as hard as it was earlier. This snow is going to hang around for at least the next few hours, but it will be winding down tonight. Back to you.
Mark, thank you. We go now to the dangerous conditions along Highway 89. Our viewer Alexandra Oatstel sent us this video this morning after an avalanche. Placer County deputies say it was minor, and the good news here, no one was hurt. And deputies sent us this picture as crews worked to clear some of the snow from the road. But as you can see, even as they were working, there was more snow coming down. It's a big job.
Is it? Yeah.
Oh man, that's another example of why conditions are so dangerous right now. A massive tree falling under the weight of all of that snow. This video is from Placerville. It was sent to us by Betty Posh, and you can see no one was hurt, but certainly a scary situation, possibly some damage to that truck right there. It landed right on top of it, brought down some power lines with it. This is something we've seen over and over again today, Edie.
It's also been a problem in Grass Valley, where a lot of people are without electricity. Let's check in with KCRA3's Maricela de la Cruz.
Yeah, we are at Grass Valley, one of the areas with the most power outages. More than 20,000 residents in this city alone without power at this moment. Now, while we haven't had any snowfall over the past 2 hours, we do see that the city is practically, pretty much covered in snow. Now, I do want to describe the drive out here. We were driving out here and right at Highway 49 and Lime Kiln Road. That road was closed off to traffic. That was because of the downed trees and those power lines. We saw several crews working to try to remove those trees and all that debris in that area. We also even saw some people on the side of the road that were stuck and some people who were helping them out. Now, it was pretty rough to go into any of the neighborhoods because of the snow. There was just a lot of it. We spoke to PG&E earlier today about the process of restoring the power to the tens of thousands of customers.
Right now, the challenge that we're really experiencing is access issues. We have road closures, we have trees down, we have wires down, and we're having trouble getting access to the areas where we need to make assessments and make repairs.
We actually end up digging 2 cars out, which is the other reason I'm out here. 2 people end up getting stuck over here and on the side as well.
Now, signal throughout Grass Valley is pretty bad, and we had to drive around town to try to find an area to get this live signal. And well, when we spoke to PG&E, we asked about an estimated time of when power will be back. At this moment, they don't have any of those details, but they are telling people that if they do see any downed power lines, treat them as if they are active and not get near them. For now, live in Grass Valley, Maricela de la Cruz, KCRA 3 News.
Yeah, it's pretty eye-opening to see just how much work there is ahead, Maricela. Thank you.
And we want to head back to Chief Meteorologist Mark Finan with a closer look at who's without power right now, because not only do they not have power, we know that it's going to get even colder.
Yeah.
It is going to be a cold night. So yeah, it is the foothills that we've been looking at because of the snow. So let's highlight how many customers there are without power. In Nevada County, that's where Maricela just was, there were 30,000 customers as last update. Earlier today, that number was a little bit lower. It's been holding steady around 30,000 the last couple of hours, but you can see the issue that PG&E is going to have in the video you just saw with the number of trees down. In Placer County, it's a little bit better, just under 10,000 customers without power. El Dorado County, 27,000. That number has not changed throughout the day. Farther to the south in Amador County, we have just under 10,000. In Calaveras County, 8,300 customers. And then into Tuolumne County, we have just under 7,000 customers. Just in those counties alone, that adds up to 93,000 customers without power. And as you just saw, it's going to be a while before it comes back on. And all of these spots are going to see lows tonight in the 20s. Back to you.